Hey Dog Nation, I'm Brandon Adams, and it's time now for Get to Know, presented by the Piedmont Bank, as we get to know Georgia's opponent for this upcoming Saturday, Auburn, and discuss the keys for victory against the Tigers. You know, this week, Auburn coach Gus Malzahn got some attention for a statement he made about the Georgia Bulldogs, calling them essentially the most talented team in the SEC. This is Malzahn from his weekly press conference.
We're real excited to be playing Georgia, going there this year. Looking at a team that's probably the most talented team overall in the SEC. Very well coached. You know, you look at them defensively, they're very sound. They make you earn stuff. They don't give up a whole lot of big plays, and they got most of their defensive back that I thought was excellent last year. And offensively, you know, their OC, Todd Monken, is a guy that's been successful in college. He's been successful in the NFL. It's a good, big task for us, but I will tell you this, our guys are extremely excited to be going there and playing Georgia.
To some, Malzahn's statement felt like a hot take, and to others, it was at least fodder for other hot takes about just how talented Georgia really is in comparison to the rest of the best in the SEC. But there's a degree to which what Malzahn says is just objectively true, especially as Malzahn points out on the defensive side of the ball, where Georgia brings back a lot of experience, including many guys who contributed to Georgia's 21-14 win at Auburn a year ago. And as we get to know Auburn here and look at how Georgia wins this game, there's no doubt Georgia stepping up big defensively is a big part of this. As Kirby Smart explained in his weekly press conference this week, when you look at what Auburn does offensively, the group that will be battling that Georgia defense, their experience in quarterback, and key success in one position group in particular, certainly presents a challenge for the Georgia defense on Saturday. Here's more from Kirby Smart on that.
He's got a vertical passing game now. He's got a great arm. He makes really good decisions. I mean, I think the not the dink and dunk, it's the decision-making he has that gives him the opportunity to not throw picks. Smart quarterbacks avoid picks because they don't throw into situations that are adverse. And he's got a really good set of receivers. When you talk about experience in an SEC with the guys they've got at wideout, I mean, those guys seem like they've been playing there forever. You know, Seth's one of the best there is. Eli Stowe's been there forever, and we know how fast Schwartz is. They've got a lot of good wideouts in terms of their skill set on offense. So he's got guys to protect him around it. And, you know, he's a coach's son that's been around the game his whole life. He knows good decisions, and he's a really good athlete. People don't understand how good a runner he actually is.
There's no doubt the Auburn offense, led by new coordinator Chad Morris, and as Kirby Smart said, their quarterback Bo Nix, presents a challenge for the Georgia defense. And yet, if you're a UGA fan looking for confidence for why Georgia wins, the fact that so much pressure will be put on the Georgia defense is probably a pretty good reason to feel that way. When you look at the head-to-head matchups between Georgia under Smart and Auburn under Gus Malzahn, you see time and time again the Georgia defense has been equal to the task. In fact, let's go back and look at all of the recent matchups between these two programs. With the exception of the Auburn win in 2017, you see Georgia holding Auburn to just 7 points in 2016, 7 points in the SEC Championship 2017, and just 10 and 14 points over the course of the last couple of years. Clearly, the Georgia defense has been good versus Auburn before, and this, as Malzahn says, may be the most talented defense, if not in the SEC, in the entire country here this season. And that is probably a big key to victory for the Georgia Bulldogs coming up on Saturday. That's Get to Know with information about the Auburn Tigers. And speaking of the chance to get to know, one of the things that will benefit Georgia small businesses is the chance to get to know the bank that you're working with. That means working with a bank that's a community bank in every sense of the word. And that's exactly what the Piedmont Bank is, with branches around the Atlanta area. They take good care of their customers. They allow you to get to know them. They understand that the banking process is a people-oriented business. And the Piedmont Bank, that is just as true as ever. So find out more about them today. Get to know them by going to piedmont.bank. That's piedmont.bank online. And we'll see you again here next week for Get to Know, presented by our friends at Piedmont Bank. For more Dog Nation videos, check out youtube.com/DogNation.